Published, 1648 Eastern Standard Time, the 20th of January 2019. Updated, 1930 Eastern Standard Time, the 20th of January 2019. Judd Trump put Ronnie O'Sullivan to the sword to claim a first Masters title in thrilling style on Sunday night. The Juddernaut emphatically beat seven-time champion O'Sullivan 10-4 to pocket the £200,000 first prize and lift the Paul Hunter Trophy at Alexandra Palace. It was a huge and emotional triumph for world number 5 Trump as he won only a second snooker major since bursting onto the scene 8 years ago. Judd Trump poses with the Masters trophy after defeating Ronnie O'Sullivan 10-4 back in 2011. Trump, now 29, reached the first world final and scorched to a UK championship success with his brand of naughty snooker, but since then in the biggest tournaments Romford-based Trump, despite racking up other titles, has come up short. And in this same arena only 12 months ago he was desolate after tossing away a big lead to lose a semi-final to Kyren Wilson. But up against five-time world champion O'Sullivan, who remains Trump's benchmark for success, the left-hander added steel and nous to his flair and flamboyance. Trump had joked that the Alexandra Palace final symbolized O'Sullivan's pension plan. This tournament in his backyard has jokingly been called O'Sullivan's pension plan by tour rivals, and he was in a 13th final. But despite a 990th and 991st career century breaks, the afternoon first session damage of a 7-1 deficit was way too big to claw back. O'Sullivan was stopped from extending 2 records, his marks of 7 Masters crowns and 19 Triple Crown titles. And it was a second final victory this season over O'Sullivan for Trump, having also come out on top at the Northern Ireland Open in Belfast before Christmas. Five-time world champion O'Sullivan was unable to recover from Trump's 7-1 first session lead. O'Sullivan lost 9-2 to John Higgins in the 2005 Grand Prix final, but this was one of the bloodiest noses he has ever been given in a showpiece. This final always had the feel of a coming-of-age movie, as The Apprentice showed the sorcerer who was boss on one of the biggest stages. Trump has for so long been hailed as O'Sullivan's heir apparent and natural successor to the People's Champion, tab that natural flair attracts. But the gap between Triple Crown titles, after joyously bursting onto the scene with his naughty snooker, a first world final, and a UK championship title in 2011, had weighed Trump down. O'Sullivan was denied an 8 Masters trophy and 20th Triple Crown title. The skeptics had pointed to some damaging defeats in big matches, and the question was asked, is raw talent enough? But this glorious night, with steel and tactical nous now added to his armory, could kickstart a second phase of Trump's career, one that could well lead to a first world title at the Crucible. Trump has always relished playing O'Sullivan on the big stage, but the first session exceeded his wildest dreams for a first Masters final. The left-hander, who coined the phrase "naughty snooker" during his 2011 breakthrough year, shone in every department. To his renowned flair and flamboyance, Trump has added some steel and tactical nous, and it was all too much for the Rocket. Trump added steel and tactical nous to his natural flair to produce a career-best performance. Breaks of 89 and 87 out him 2-0 up, and when O'Sullivan missed an easy red to cough up frame 3, he had scored a total of just 8 points. Trump, 4-0 up at the break, saw O'Sullivan get on the board with a run of 69, but chances to close further were missed into 66 saw Trumpy's 5-1 clear. After taking the last 2 of the afternoon, Trump stood 7-1 up, and only a total collapse or some O'Sullivan genius could deny him the glory. An incredible ovation greeted the players in the evening, with O'Sullivan delaying his entrance as he could not even hear his name being called by MC Rob Walker. He took it to the mid-session interval by sharing the first 4 frames as Trump made breaks of 88 and 68, and there were efforts of 114 and 109 from O'Sullivan. Trump holds the Paul Hunter Trophy on the table after winning his second major. Trump said, "It is incredible to win a second major. It has been 7 or 8 years since that UK Championship win, and you do wonder if you will win a big one again. I was surprised to be 7-1 up after the first session, and I was very pleased with how I held myself together, plus my safety both against Ronnie and Mark Selby last week. My brother Jack gave up his job to help me on tour this season. It has been amazing to have him with me, making me practice with my mum and dad. It makes for a family success, the defeated O'Sullivan said. I would like to congratulate Judd. He played a great tournament and played really well this afternoon. 7-1 down, it was nigh on impossible tonight, but I gave it a go. I am obviously disappointed to lose a big final, but when I reflect, the season has been okay so far, with 3 titles and 2 other finals.